maybe try to go for an avalanche toss kill, but Abed's, it's going to be a smooth ramp up. Tidebringer's just going to sustain him. The supports are going to have to make that difference up, and you know, it's not going to be an easy time. You look up.
And now Abed does rotate, but the Edict is going to stop the magic damage coming out on Fearless. Abed's still going to go for the chase, but Fortune's End, no, it's not going to be enough. But they'll turn around now on that Kunkka. Abed, he's a tanky man, but he may not be tanky enough as he is dropping quite low and does go down to Q on the Oracle. And MG Trust, they are really taking a nice lead in this game number 2. Cuckoo does TP back in, but this bot lane is just completely lost for Among Us. Among Us, I'm not sure if they can take this fight. Snowball, going to be out on jabs. That'll force out the boat from Abed. Right onto Boombill. He's pretty low with that rupture. He's going to drop it. Now Savage is going to join his team. They do pick off Fearless on that mid-tiny. Chase continues. They'd love to get Jackie on this Drow. That Blood Right going to be well positioned with the Torrent out from Abed. And that means this Drow Ranger may have just lost his life though. No, they do get the false promise off in time, but Savage has got so much damage coming out. I think Jackie might just die anyway, and will. Cuckoo has him surrounded with Savage, and there goes your Drow. Not to mention Q also being caught now on the Oracle does down, and Boombill is not out of the woods yet. He just brought back on that task, but they're just going to keep rushing him. Savage on top, goes for the waveform through, gets tossed back by Fearless. They do lose jabs. Have they gone too far? Snowball is out from Boombill, but no. They don't seem to have the damage output. Savage is actually blocked up by those trees. Thinking about turning back around. Fearless, avalanche toss on Abed, just trying to get that Kunkka down. He is now trapped.
That does put the utility back just a touch. Or Among Us on that Bloodseeker, down mid though.
Abed, the X up on Boombill, but the Snowball will be there in time, and Whitemon, he's already been gone, and now Fearless, well, he gets blown up by Savage. So 1 for 1, but it looks like Among Us are going to be ahead here as Boombill, he'll try for the TP, Abed will just X him back, that'll be Boombill gone, and of course, meanwhile, Q, he is also surrounded with the false promise out, does get the TP off and
kind of resigned to Cuckoo's fate and Cuckoo's farm. Gotta be careful still showing up here, not very safe.
Whitemon, he could go for a glimpse back, but the Snowball is going to buy them some time to run. There's your glimpse coming out onto Fearless with a Static Storm and Kinetic Field. And this Tiny, well, he'll get used up. Might buy him enough time. In fact, it does, but the X is now going to be there from Abed. Great shots out from Boombill, locking them in, and now Fearless back out with the toss, straight onto jabs, but the Elder Titan is still not dying. Now poor old Masteros going to get glimpsed back on the Prophet. They do finally kill jabs, but can they retreat without being punished? Oh, that's a nice snowball once again from Boombill. By time to avoid the boat. Now with the multi-shot going back in, but here comes Savage trying to go after Q. In fact, no, they'll focus on Boombill. That'll be a Tuskar. Fearless, he's just bleeding in the corner. Can't really help right now as he waits for the rupture to wear off. And it finally does, so we'll go after Whitemon. Doesn't really finish the kill, or does actually with that tree throw, but it's going to cost him his own life, or perhaps not. The false promise is out now from Q. Cuckoo still going in with the Blood Right. Is going to go down to Q on the Oracle. Savage, go back in for the Prophet. Actually might be able to get him, but no. Again, Q saving the day. And now our Drow can turn back around onto Abed and get that damage up. Abed with that Heaven's Arbor going to be able to walk away. Now Savage going back onto the Drow. It's literally Abed versus Savage versus the world. Boombill going to come back in with the Walrus Punch now. Abed getting a reset. He's XTPing and coming back into this fight very, very soon to help out Savage once again. Torrent is going to be there. The Fortune's End flying all the way back from the fountain onto Masteros. The Prophet is very low, but Savage is even lower and does end up finally dropping. And now Abed has been left alone with no friends. Why I say that, Whitemon is just around the corner. Not much he can do as the Disruptor to help out. He'll drop a Kinetic Field. Rupture out on Boombill. Cuckoo now going to come back into the fight. They are forced to clip this one up.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
bomb is out with the blood right onto Fearless, but he's going to be alright to run away. Perhaps not for Q though, as he does get X back, but he gets the false promise off in time. Now the snowball back in, but Ahmed times the both very well and does connect both of them with Jackie, getting the multi-shot, but Savage now is breaking the gap, going after Fearless and the Drow. Do they have the damage output or the control?
Is under attack.
Fearless, nice blink away. Cuckoo's running pretty fast, but they're not going to keep chasing Savage, and he doesn't have any way to dispel it. Does get very problematic for this Morphling. Bot lane, Jabs, going to be picked off by Fearless, who is very, very deep, and this might cost him his life. They throw the torrent and the boat in. Bill and Jackie. Abed should see Jackie there with the blood right, and does get the X off in time. Jackie, however, pops the BKB. Will be right, and now Fearless going to go on to Jabs, but he'll also be safe. Hey, Jackie now. Well, Fearless rather, getting comes back on the Tiny. It's been done by that static storm and really has nowhere to go. He'll try to force stuff to the low ground, but Savage is on the case. He is stuck. Does go swarm up, but it probably won't matter.
MG Trust, they do smoke up though. Had a bit of enough of that.
Savage gonna get jumped on. Fearless does not get the avalanche, now does get ruptured. Static Storm gonna hold him in place. They don't really want to give up this Tiny like this, but they may not have a choice. Does move down, and Jackie is very far forward, so they just jump him immediately. That'll force the buyback from Fearless.
Radiant's bottom barracks under attack.
Jackie
Look out, bottom barracks.
gonna be okay, but Boombo will not be. Now, well, they're looking for more Arbit. A great stop out from Jabs. Into Arbit's X. And Fearless, he did just buy back. They can't afford to lose him like this. Don Masaros will control up the side with the Hex onto Jabs, but Cuckoo will take care of him, and Fearless is gone on the Tiny. He does die back, and now Jackie also being caught out on the Drow. An ultra kill out for Savage, making it a ramp.
I don't mind it. It's like he hits like a truck, he's gonna hit even harder. The only thing to stop him is Q's disarm, so that's really what they're gonna depend on now.
Where is the Divine? He's keeping it in the courier for now. Does bring it out. Is that active? Okay, into that Elder Titan form. Masaros always been hexed up, so Savage looking for that Oracle, doesn't quite get that, but just blows up Boombill, and now the Abyssal is out on Jackie. They'll try and Hurricane Pike away. They'll just focus on Masaros instead, and now Jackie will be focused down by Savage. He does get the backline, so just hits him as the Elder Titan. But toss back. It's not quite to the bouncer, but they got the Hex off on Savage. But he has been strength morphing.
That was kind of gone here.
Radiant's bottom barracks under attack. Look out,
one tier 4 gone. That's another quick tier 4 gone for Savage. And he's just going to waveform through. He is done with this game. He wants the Ancient. And he is going to go straight for it. They can't really slow him down. Or can they? They get the Hex off from Masaros. Boats flying in. He'll waveform the other way. Another disarm. But he is focused in on...
under attack. Look out, bottom barracks.
Those